Well, hello everybody. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you, where you are. I'm Hazel. It's Sunday morning for me. It's 5 minutes after 9 a.m. I've got a kitty cat underneath my desk where my feet would go, so we're just gonna tuck those somewhere else. Hi. We've got a teacup of grapefruit juice, some water. Not making any major life changes. I had my coffee already. And I'm ready to sit down and figure out something cozy to do today. Tim, thank you very much for the 14-month resub. Welcome back. And DVK Joe giving out 10 gift subs. Holy moly, thank you so much. Wintervale chance for the Drake armor. Oh, yeah. Yeah, should I go do that in this character, I guess? Yeah. Forgot about that. So I'm not like finished my hunter all. I did technically finish the goals on her, but I'm feeling good about it and I want to play it for a few more weeks. But my vault is like, I've done enough keys this week. I've done a lot of keys this week. I've done more than just the 8. Those are just the top 8. And I'm feeling like I want to not do any more of that today. Like that can wait until next week when we're filling up a new vault. Let's go to Hillspread. Because do we need to pick up we can go to... Let's go poke around in Ironforge first. I completely forgot about Wintervale. It's really just the Drake armor and then maybe the sled toy, right? Like, there's not a whole lot new going on. And then, of course, the tree presents for the 25th. Nice Sunday start. Yeah, there's like a Highland Drake Wintervale armor. If we're being honest, my amount of interest in it is like 4.5%. It's not that I don't care. It's that I don't care very much. But it's, you know, I'll try. I'll swing one chance at it today just for the heck of it. I'm going to Ironforge, which means I'm going to Barnaclus. Forgot about gifts. Yeah, it's on the 25th. It's not for a little bit. Hello, Hazel. Hello. How are you today? Oh, Kags with an 11-month resub. Good morning, Hazel. Good morning. Unruffled Cat on a 25 stream streak. Hi, Hazel. That's a lot of streams to show up to in a row. The streak feature is kind of freaking me out. I kind of thought I was the only one that came to all of them. Oh, man. I got a helm enchant on this character. I finally logged into the raid and went and got my incandescent essence. I don't know how the catch-up works, but I know there must be some catch-up because I have the thing and I only did LFR in the normal raid like once in this week and that's it. So there must be some way that your ults get it faster or just everybody gets it faster. Is it broken for hunters? I don't know. I didn't really look into it. I just kind of put it on and then went good because it's not like there's another helm enchant that it competes with. So your outcome doesn't really change. Narathzero, thank you for the 17-month resub. Appreciate that. Did I do any good damage in any of these dungeons? I did them with Phil, so it's never going to look that good compared to that. But like 192 overall is not awful. And then there's 170 and a 13. There's 126 and 11. It's Waycrest. 154. Yeah, my damage is doing good. I'm happy with it. I want to get tier next week, but that's we'll look into it. Was broken for hunters. Apparently it was fixed. 5 p.m. here. Nice time for a cozy stream to watch. We finally had a break in the fog today. It was like you could see like the sky. You could see a little sunrise this morning. There was about 400,000 birds. Oh, this is nice. I feel compelled to click on it. I've clicked on it. I've gotten in. Are we going or am I just posing for a photo op? Oh, I'm gone. I'm going. Oh, this is fun. I've got juice to drink. Posted up in my beloved cafe this morning. Had a Christmas card writing blitz. A lovely piece of chocolate orange Christmas cake with my coffee. That is important. That sounds wonderful. I was gonna like do a Christmas card this year because I did one last year, but then I was not feeling up to it. So I'm gonna have to just like... Oh, people might notice that they're getting the same card they got last year because I bought a big pack of them, but at least they'll get a card. If they see me in person anyway. Got home from SF, foggy, misty all week. Good day, Hazel. Good day to you. Teacups are like my favorite thing to put juice in because it's like a smaller amount of it, plus you feel super cute. These are bone china cups that I found for free on the side of the road because people just put stuff out in the city and I'm a raccoon and I pick it up sometimes. I don't, and then sometimes I'll use things for a while and then I'll put them back out into the ecosystem, but I like these. They're cute. Personal tradition to draw my own cards each year, which I both love and hate because it takes so much time. Bank all lives by the mailbox. Logged in yesterday right on top of Santa. I mean, there's a holiday tradition. Sit on the knee. I need to leave trade chat on this character. I'm not buying an Emir to Silver. / leave trait. / leave 4. There we go. All right. I am just going to investigate the quest landscape here. That was a lovely little trip around Ironforge. I love the reindeer. I love the reindeer a lot. Oh, and there was like a stocking on the side of the sleigh. Oh, it's so cute. I like that. I'm going to make some... Can I leave? There we go. I think it might have started going again if I didn't get out of there. I'm going to make some cookies. I'm going to do it. Great Father Winter is here. Hello. We're going to talk to him for 92 silver. Stolen present. Has all kinds of stuff that I'm actually missing. Recover the treats and free medicine after defeating the abominable green Chiet. So that's it. Yeah, that's what we want. So we have to pick up the daily, or at least it's encouraged. And there's Great Father Winter. He doesn't look so... They haven't changed him one bit. Do you think they're ever gonna? Or do we like him like this in his, like, old blood mage robe or whatever? Oh, so I'm getting 92 silver, and then I usually don't bother with that. Okay. I know we used to take, like, $1 on Crater Portal. I don't even know if that's still a thing. I'm just gonna fly from Strathholm, I think, is my plan. He should be called Tyrion. Make everyone a hat every year. Take the whole year to do it. Most ambitious, drawing a custom coaster and sealing them. It took me 2 months. That's a project. That's so cool, though. I bet everybody loves those. I'm gonna go. Can you take me to Strathholm, please? Love handmade stuff. I like the idea of handmaking stuff for people, and on occasion I will do it. But on most occasions I think about doing it, and then I do nothing, and then I run out of time. I might leave this character out. Oh no, I guess you have to go back anyway. Like, you have to go back to Ironforge to, like, turn it in. Horde has a slightly easier time of this because they could pick up their stuff in Orgrimmar and then port to Undercity to do it. It's kind of ugly for Alliance. That's really sweet. So after this, because I'm just going to do this once because there's only so much travel time we can take in a day, I want to get an early head start. I'm not done with the 100. I'm going to play it more next week, but I want to get an early head start on doing a little bit of Resto Druid because I want to set up a Resto Druid. And I'm having an absolutely blasphemous thought for me. The thought is there any world at all in which I gear up one of my 3 existing level 70 druids instead of leveling a 4th one? Crazy talk, I know. Is that... So what I think I'm going to do to figure this out, because it's a very personal quest, is to log on to each of them and make them a transmog and try to look at them in their eyes and see if I could envision myself healing keys on either Evaleria, Petalbloom, or Barnaclus in their respective R-Druid transmogs. That's my plan. If not, then I can still certainly go back and level that. I have a Troll Druid. It's not from scratch. I think she's at level 30 something. So it's not completely a fresh character. But it would just mean another couple of days of just like queuing random dungeons, because that's more or less how I level people to 70. Plus it means doing it without any experience bonuses, because the Winds of Wisdom's over, and the Winds of Sanctuary is over, and the Anniversary event is over, and the Darkmoon Fair is even over. Best you got is 60 to 70 in a Dream Surge zone. Do you have 1 of each druid? No, just 3. Leveled into druid? It's also a blast. Sorry to be poorly influenced you. Nah, you're fine. Night Elf Druid is your PvP druid. Safe to say that one will not end up in dungeons. Probably. But she's pretty. Itching to level a feral. Vote for Barnaclus. Barnaclus is kind of taking the lead in my mind. I'm going to make Petalbloom a transmog. She's my High Mountain Tauren druid, but I really don't believe that it's going to be her because I leveled her to get heritage armor, and that's about the extent of my involvement with Tauren. I like them more than I thought I would, but I don't like them enough to play them all the time. Is this going to be like a long respawn kind of situation? Dungeon finder pre-made groups. People get like Grinches up, or we just kind of wait. I heard that the respawn was long, and I thought that's unfortunate. I guess I'll just wait. Is this the worst holiday boss ever, or what? Barnaclus just has such a presence. I'm especially interested in poking around with his transmog. Because if he's going to be a resto druid, he needs something a little more floral. He needs something a little more ethereal. He doesn't necessarily need to be any less naked. I'm down to keep his hairy chest out with like a nice war harness of some kind, but I'd like to put him in a kilt. Always has great mog. Barnaclus, Great Father Winter. Guardian Druid, hi Mountain Toy. Love her so dearly. Hi Haley. How are you? Happy December 17th. I like looking at people's mogs. It's been a long time since I've been like standing around waiting for a boss to spawn, or like a mount farm boss to spawn. And whenever you've got like a bunch of collectors just waiting for something, you see the coolest mounts. What is this? The Netherlord's Brimstone Wrathsteed. I guess that's a warlock thing? Yeah, it's got to be a warlock thing. I swear I've never seen that before. And then somebody's got the owl form. And then there's a leecher over there. Is that the one that I farmed for? Yeah, that's the Expedition Bloodswarmer. I actually don't have that mount. I didn't get a lot of BFA Horde rep mounts because I just didn't play Horde for enough. Class hull mount for warlocks. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if I did that. Do we have any sound? Did I turn it down a lot? I think I turned it down a lot at some point in my life. I was doing keys and it was distracting me. Surprised by how big the owls are. Oh, and that one's a Deep Star Orla. That was the Hurricane mount, I think. What else do people got? Any cool transmogs? There's some people in holiday transmogs being all festive. Is that a look like a disposable winter veil suit? Yeah, there's like a toy of some kind. I want one. Toy box winter veil. I must have something. Disposable winter veil suits. Yeah, I want some of this. There we go. That looks really nice, actually. I don't remember when that was added in, but that's like, I'm a fan. I got green. I'll take green. I like green. What else do I have that's winter veil-y? I have sleds. Or your battle pet on a sled and pull it yourself. Let's get... Oh, hang on, it's up. I was gonna pull out Mitzi and then put her on a sled. That's a little loud. Here, I'm gonna turn off game sound just for a second before... I was enjoying the music. I need a winter hat. So I can't even leave her out here because it's just gonna... It's just... You have to pick up the quest in Ironforge anyways. Alright. And then Metzen's feeling better. Okay, so we've done it. Now I need to get back to Ironforge. Here, let's use the Toma teleportation out, and this can take me back to Stormwind. There's the Stormwind teleport cloak. Hallway to make your mount a reindeer. Grinchen, 13 characters yesterday, did not get the mount armor, did get the Pepe whistle. Oh. Learned about the old Dalaran teleport. Fighting for the portal tome for a while. Is it just a mage thing then? Or do they still have I feel like there used to be an old Dalaport, like the Dalaran crater portal, and that it's like gone now. But I might be just misunderstanding. Just a mage thing, I think. Okay. Did there used to be, like, a static one that anybody could use? Or am I just making that up? I swear there used to be one, like, in one of the Dalarons, maybe? I don't know. That's okay. We'll have the teleport cloak up. I guess I can leave her in Ironforge so she can pick it up again. Used to be one during Legion, went away with the rest of them. Remove post-Legion. Okay, okay. New Druid can do this fast. You can dreamwalk to the Hinterlands. Is that closer than the Pet Battle Portal to Stratholme? Because that wasn't too bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't awful. Mostly just retail. I played Classic for a bit. I did a couple days of Season of Discovery. I did a lot more hardcore. We did hardcore Classic up to level 40 on one character and then 30 on a couple others. Okay, are we gonna get lucky? I got... Oh, I got the Festive Transdimensional Bird Whistle. I got the sled already. That solves that problem. Cool. Unfortunately, I actually don't have the regular transdimensional whistle. That just summons Pepe. I guess it's not required. I guess it's a completely separate thing. So I can have a sled Pepe independently of the first one. That's cute. Can you show the new mount? No. I don't. It's just a dragon riding customization, and I don't have it. There's a sled Pepe logging on right now. I think it's a chance to drop. I don't think it's a guarantee. Oh. But yeah, I would do the daily at least once a day for a shot at it. I think that they are trying to have things be not quite as rare as Arthas was during Hallow's End. At least that was the vibe that I got from the. That was the vibe I got from the interview that they gave. Oh, the Draenor Christmas mount? Maybe? Probably? I don't remember the name of it. I'll take a look at it. I want to log on to Barnaclus and see if I can make him a beautiful transmog. I don't have Pepe either. Would love to at least get that one. Festo, she makes it better for more people to have it. Grumpus or something. Yeah. I think I have that. I can show that one. Grumpus. Minion. Grumpus. Yeah, it's just one of these guys. Pepe hard to get now? No, I don't think so. I've just been too lazy to do it. Do I have enough gold to transmog him? I do. Look at these beautiful clean bags. These are for nothing. He's got a head of Nefarian, some bandages, and some pet biscuits. I almost don't want to play him and clog them up with stuff. Alright. That's Dock Worker Barnaclus. That's Weekend Barnaclus, although I don't know what makes that Weekend Barnaclus. That's Broke Barnaclus, although he's not supposed to have the shirt in this one. New outfit. Restoration Barnaclus. And I'm gonna think about this. This is gonna take me a while. Ooh, he's got Forest Lord's antlers. We might revisit that. I'm gonna start with the most important part. Which is, I mean, he's got lots of beautiful harnesses. But I want him to be like ethereal, you know? I want him to walk into your group and you go, ah, yes. One of the magicians of the forest is here to heal me. Which is going to mean either some kind of a kilt situation. But I want it to be pretty. I use this one all the time. It stretches a lot on him. He's so wide in the legs. He's so bow-legged that any texture on the front of these is going to get kind of blown out if it's like a really old one. That looks pretty awful. Does not give me healer vibes. You should level another druid. My desire to use one of my existing ones. Ooh, that's actually not bad. My desire to use an existing one has to do with in order to sell life count. Being able to like hit the weeklies this week to get some veteran pieces, like being able to do the Super Bloom weekly, the you know, like the 3 weeklies basically. I'm thinking green for sure. I want it to be like over the top on the nose, you know. I don't want it to be subtle. I want it to be like a resto druid mog. Let me see if there's any shirts that I would do for him. Or I could just have him be topless, actually. That's an option. He looks like he's wearing a bath towel. He looks like he's just gotten out of the sauna. It's kind of working. No. He could do it in a lumberjack shirt, but no. He needs something more magical. We've also got lots of like back pieces. Actually, I don't hate that if you have it with the shirtlessness or maybe like a harness, because like the front gets out of the way of it. I could also put him in a sweet crop top. There's a lot of great stuff from the new zone, actually. Of course there is. Post-shower Barnaclus. What's going on here, new druid? I'm trying to see if I'm doing an existing druid. Soniclus. It's kind of starting to work for me. Don't get me wrong, I love the idea of the troll druid. I need to look at the racials. Racials don't really matter, but like, or at least they don't really matter for what I'm doing. I'm also missing, I don't have all of the new Mog. I have a variety of harnesses. I like that one. He's supported. The newer stuff definitely looks better on him because he's so big. It looks better when it gets stretched like that. And then, give me back the Nordrasil kill. Let me take a look at it. Maybe with like a nice... Well, I don't like the belts with these tassels that like clip into the front of kilts and stuff. I need something leafy. Cake carrier's girdle. Goodness. I need something with vegetation. Like I said, I'm not going for subtle. Alright. We've run out of fancy belts. And I don't have any robes, eh? I don't have any new... Let me check the auction house. Getting 1K rating is not possible without the best racial, I'm sure. He would have Brush It Off, which gives him Versa and a little bit of self-healing. He gets swim speed. He gets a little profession skill. Haymaker. He would have Haymaker. A melee stun and knockback. It's a great thing to have on a tank. It's really funny to have on a resto druid. I guess nothing says I have to use it. Armor, uncollected, usable. And then I want to actually filter by item level. Autumn Druid vest? What does this Autumn Druid set look like in total? Whoa. Holy. That's incredible. I don't have the waste of time. Wish they had more customization. Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of liking the Barnaclus stream. I would need to fix up his bars and everything like that, but it's appealing that I could start gearing him now and not have to leveling without an experience buff sounds pretty pretty bad. I just did a ton of leveling on that hunter, and it was fun, but All the watermelon ribs. Alright. Bark bloom tunic. Forest Lord's antlers. I feel like he kind of needs a back piece to... His posture's a bit... I mean, it's too much with the antlers, but I love the antlers, but it's too much with the antlers, but I love the antlers. Could do this for a while. And then, give me my Nordersill kill for now. Because I don't want to put him in pants. Although, do I want to put them... They're so bright! They're so neon! Oh my lord, his buns. Okay, I was looking for this one. Yeah, that's a little bit more toned down. Petal Bloom is a very cute name. He is an autumn. Have you heard of this, like, color fashion thing where people just have seasons? How do you figure that out? How do you go, ah, yes, I'm a bright spring? Like, is this just like a magazine quiz or what? Because I want to know. Oh, man. Man is neon cheeked up. I feel like this is actually starting to look pretty good. I'll pick out a weapon despite it being a complete waste of gold because, oh yeah. Because you're never going to see it. I kind of don't want to obscure the guns too much, so I feel like I want minimal gloves. I don't want, like, big... Ooh, do I, though? Those have feathers on them! Okay, that's magnificent. This is kind of art. Does he need shoes, or does he walk barefoot through the forest? People pay money to get their colors, overhaul their wardrobe. It's wild. Yeah, no, he's barefoot for sure. Barefoot to be in contact with nature. I love the staff. I'm so excited for an excuse to use all this pretty Emerald Dream stuff and have it kind of make sense. Well, make sense is a strong word, but... I don't think I want to put any enchants on it, because it just, like, gets in the way of it, you know? Like, even a cool one that just makes it glowier. It's got, like, a little glow to it already. We're gonna slap that on and see how we feel. Oh my goodness, he looks like a moonkin with these feathers coming off of his forearms. He might need a belt to kind of blend this situation. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's not great. He's not a tank. He's gonna be a healer. Okay, we need a belt. It doesn't have to be... I just want it to cover that line. And to kind of go a little bit. I don't want a tassel. And I don't want the colors to be wildly off. It would be fine if it just matched that brown. If it just kind of blended a little bit, not like that. Extra buckles. That's actually not the worst thing I've ever seen. Argent Conscript's belt. The Coltiran cinch gives him like a little dangly bit. That's funny. I like the idea that he's got like he's been wearing the same belt that he like got as a gift from his dad when he was 14. He's just got a very Coltiran belt to go with all of the super druidy stuff. I don't think I want one of the weightlifting belts. Some of them are insane. What is happening there? It's a Stormwind belt. That gets out of the way of it a little bit too. Actually, that's a better fit because that is it maybe in the other color? Yeah. I don't know if this is on purpose. I have the little Frostwing pet out with me right now, and I've been spending 20 minutes thoroughly transmogging, and he just whispered me, "Your armor means nothing, your faith even less." And I don't know if he's roasting me for transmogging. I'm sticking with that belt. We're saving that. Or if yeah, that helps it out a little bit. Yeah, from behind he totally does look like a Minkin. Because of the it's because of the antlers and the feathers. That's beautiful. But he is restoration. He's gonna be walking on all the major runways this fall. So his I'm level 379. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna log on to one of my existing for realsies druids. Where does my Hearthstone take me, by the way? Oh, also he needs a Hearthstone. Toy box, Hearthstone. He's got Night Fae. Is there anything green? Kyrian, Lunar Elder. Flame, Great Father Winter. Can't go wrong with Great Father Winter. Brewfest Reveler. Also includes dancing. Noble Gardener. Yeah, that'll do for now. I feel confident in his yelling ability. 379. Perfect for raids. I want to log on to one of my existing druids just to screen cap my bars so that I have a basic level to build off of. And then I need to grab some Wowhead talent builds too. I also, unfortunately, am going to need to set up some form of a DPS spec that I can use just for, like, I don't know, noodle. Maybe I don't need to. Maybe I can just do healer DPS for, like, the world boss and the super bloom and stuff. I have never been able to feel good DPSing on a druid. So whenever I play one, oh, hey, look. It's the 19th anniversary. Oh, no. It's too late. Too late. Here, let's go face a wall so I can delete this stuff. Oh, they let me use the rocket at least. That's kind of funny. They wouldn't let me. They won't let me put the buff on. But they'll let me celebrate with the fireworks. Yeah. Okay, that's enough of that. You know what, Nefarian? Get out of here. I don't... Pick it up next time I farm that raid. There are a lot of things going on. I wanted... Oh, yeah. I want to screen cap my bars, first of all. Also, I'm going to need to move him up the list. Yeah, he's beautiful. This is the druid that I was leveling. The other one. She looks nice, too. I really like that. But this one I get to play now. Here, we'll pop Scary down the list a few steps. So this druid is the one that's most likely to actually have my bars. Dream Surge currency? Yeah, you can still buy 415 BOA stuff. I'm really against it, and I don't know why. I don't know what my problem is. Oh, I'm going to need to do... I don't know if that need to do, but I might want to do that Emerald Dream campaign because it's going to give him a ton of reputation. But he's going to need to do some amount of damage just to deal with it. So I'm going to basically screen cap this. Mog the armor. Are you going to mog the Moonkin? He's not going to be a Moonkin. I'm going to screen cap this. Just so I have like a reference to work off of for like basics. Screenshots. Our druid bars. And then, I'm going to check my bank alt to see if I've saved any. He's already 379. He's not like 320. I need to get some Wowhead talent builds. I need a rando boomkin build, just like a basic questing one, and then I need a couple of Resto Druid builds. Wowhead, Balance Druid. I'm going to do Balance and not Feral because I'm going to have int stuff. So let's just talent builds. Give me basic mythic plus, generic mythic plus talent build. That's usually good for questing. So am I in balance right now? I am. Do I have any talents? Absolutely not. Import. Not that I'm going to do a single key in my life on a boomkin, but just to have something. And then I suppose I should do something about his action bars. I don't have action bars set up for a boomkin. It's an absolute mess. Sometimes what I like to do in this situation is just take everything literally off and just open up the spell book and repopulate from scratch because I don't know what I was doing on this character. This is fine. These things can somewhat stay. I'm not spec'd into Skull Bash, I don't think. Or maybe I am, but I need Cat and Bear form. That's fine. That's fine. That can go. That can go. That's probably going to need to be over there. That usually goes over on a bar somewhere. This is just the Moonkin spec. We just need something that we can quest in. Being against random things just to be against them does seem like a pattern. Maybe there's more reason I'm against them and I just don't want to explain it to you. Or maybe I'm going to be against you just to be against it. I'm looking for buttons for the bar. So innervate. I don't think he's going to do that, but we'll stick it on Shift 8. Is that all of the keybinds? Nature's Vigil's a cooldown. Throw that somewhere. Moonglade, fine. Typhoon, fine. Swift. Oh, he does have Swiftman. Okay, alright, alright. So, he's gonna be doing damage. He needs Sunfire and Moonfire. I'm trying to remember what, like, the very basic Boomkin rotation is. Sunfire, Moonfire, Lunar, whatever, Wrath. Incarn, gross. Can I spec out of that? I'm looking for a questing spec that doesn't involve popping a single cooldown. Talents. Where is Incarn? Can I take a passive? No, I can take Convoke or I can take Incarn. I'll take Convoke instead. I'm more likely to use that. Is there anywhere else that I can swap something for a passive talent? And that's... No, neither of those are passive. That's already a passive. That's a passive. That's a passive. Okay, I do have a fair amount of passive talents. Alright, we'll stick Convoke on something. Celestial Alignment. New Moon. I don't know. I don't have great feelings about this, but he just needs to be able to quest. He doesn't need to do anything too crazy. I know Star Surge is important. And there's probably like a lunar... Starfire, yeah, that's what it's called. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wild Charge? Yeah, Wild Charge is on his bar. Where's Solar Beam? Does he have it? He does have Solar Beam. We'll stick that on 3 with the kicks. Yeah, that'll do. It's not gonna be great. I'm not gonna bother with like the animal bars beyond whatever they happen to have here. Oh no, he can't have that. He needs Barkskin. He needs Barkskin on 3. Solar Beam's gonna have to go somewhere else. Shift 1, fine. Barkskin's always on 3. I don't like Boomkin, have no idea what I'm doing. Convoke's more fun. Put up dot spammer after Starfire. Yeah. Yeah, for getting through the campaign quest, I think that'll be okay. And then he's thankfully got his beautiful transmog in both sets, so that's good. Resto should be more reasonable. Resto Druid. Because that's what we're actually gonna... Wowhead, Resto Druid. We're gonna get a couple of talent builds rolling here. Talents. I'm gonna need at least one basic one. Raid Golden Ramps, Raid Double Blooms. Golden Ramps is the standard raid build. And then Double Blooms is alternative build, plays into Life Bloom synergies. Has more to do with the set bonus. We're not gonna worry about that. We'll grab this raid build for now. And then we'll grab a general Mythic Plus build. Because that's... Oh man, it changes all kinds of stuff. Don't forget to do bars for in Boomkin form. This is why I get so tired about druids. I don't wanna. It's unreasonable. Let's do bars from, not completely scratch, but like mostly scratch. That one was there, that one was there. Oh dear me. That one maybe like... Do I have an F-flow button? I do have an F-flow button. That's why I don't play druid. The bars are insane. They like upset me on a molecular level. Am I not spec'd into Tranquility? Excuse me? I guess it's in Resto Keys spec. Okay. Fine. Alright. What do we have? Innervate. Barkskin. Baron Catformer, fine. Dash is fine. Roots is okay there. Ferocious Bite, whatever. Growl, whatever. Incap Roar. Where did I put Incap Roar? I used to play with it on 6. Hold on, I guess that's fine. We can do that. Mark of the Wild, important. Druid buff. Rejuve is going to go here. It's going to be Rejuve, Life Bloom, then Regrowth. We're going to put Ironbark on here, despite the fact that it's a really long cooldown, and that's a really good key. I might switch these two, actually. Oh, there's no Send Ward. Okay, well, we'll think about this. We need Nature's Vigil. We need a button for that. What goes on 5? Vortex goes on 5. The problem is that the bar layout that I'm working off of it was for PvP, so it's going to have a lot of buttons that aren't necessary, and it's going to be missing a lot of buttons that are more necessary. Let's put this on here. Let's do Wild Growth on F. I don't know if I'm going to Wild Growth all the time, but I might want to do it once in a while. We can stick with this on 5. I have no idea where to put this one. Maybe down there. Or maybe, I guess, actually up here. Nature's Vigil. That's more like a DPS cooldown, because my healing will do damage. But that's fine. I think that's where I have Imperial Blaze anyway in my Priest. I don't... Wrath is stinky and I don't want it, but I suppose I'll put it down here. And then like maybe Sunfire and Wrath if I want to be doing some DPS. Is this all the healing buttons that I have? Oh no, I'm not even in the rest of buttons. Never mind, I found them. Okay, oh god, alright. Convoke is gonna have to go somewhere. Sorry Sunfire, you're getting bumped. Flourish is gonna have to go somewhere. Swarm goes there. Ew, okay. Grove Guardians. That's important. That one goes on 4. Okay, I'm not going to have a lot of keybinds for... I need another action bar if I want to have any keybinds for DPSing. Where did the other ones go? Yeah, we need these ones. It's not going to be super comfy. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but like we need our Sunfire and our Moonfire. And our Wrath and stuff to be just on something, and ideally somewhere that I can, like, find them. You have, like, a lot of buttons to do damage with. I hate doing damage on healers lately. I haven't even been bothering all that much in my Priest. I've been busy, you know? Okay. We have Swarm, we have Ward. We're fine with that. We have Convoke. We have Efflow. We have Flourish. Grove Guardians there, Ironbark there. Holy moly, this is a lot of buttons. There's Life Bloom. Dispel, obviously. Nature's Swiftness. That's the big mass res. We don't need a single target res. And then you're into your masteries. Okay. That's fine. And then if we switch into our raid spec, we're going to get Trank, presumably. Is there any other buttons I need to find homes for? Ew. It changed everything. I don't like it. Oh, I just had it. I just had it. This is the worst part of doing anything. I'm going back so I can take another screenshot of the thing I just did. Druid main, I'm unwell. I have a folder with screenshots for my new alts. I bet you do. Bracket, I don't drink. Oh, I don't druid. You might need to drink to druid. Okay. That's my new screenshot. That's just from the key spec. And then I just want to make the raid spec look as much like that as possible, with the exception of any buttons that actually get traded out. So we go through. Do we have Adaptive Swarm? It looks like it's gone, so we're not going to worry about that. We have Rejuve, Life Bloom, Regrowth. Fine, good. I'm kind of moving this around. That's fine. It's like a puzzle, and you know what I'd do with puzzles is I rage quit them. We're gonna... Oh, we need a button for Incarn. We lost... I don't want to put it on Q. I'll put it on Q for now, because I decided to put that over there. Wild Growth in PvP was always a decent button to have keybound, because every now and then you were going to need it, but it was always ludicrously expensive to press. Flourish I put on X, and then I had this one. I made a little block of like damage buttons over on the alt buttons. Trank is in its spot. That's good. And then we've got Bear, Efflow, Cat. This should be down here, and then that one should be an in-cap roar if I have it. Good. And then we've got this goes up here. We don't have Skull Mash. We don't worry about that. That's somebody else's problem. Wild Charge. I don't know if I'd Wild Charge in my other spec. Oh, I hate it too. I'm not good at it. I would rather just spec Tiger Dash most of the time. I might do that just for the time being. Just because it's nice and fast and it's harder to mess up. I'm getting there. Now I don't like my Night Elf Druid anymore. Oh no, I'm sure your Night Elf Druid is much more druidy than this business. Alright, one thing at a time. Teleport to Mingley. Oh, I lost my spot! I lost my spot! What was I doing? I was gonna find a, we're gonna find a better home for Tree of Life because we don't like it on Q, but that's a later me problem. Innervate needs to be on shift 8. And then this needs to be on shift 9. So we've got our Stampeding Roar, good, good. Cancel form. I might make a macro for that. I'm going to put that on a mouse over macro, actually, if I haven't already. Actually, everything's going to be a mouse over. It doesn't matter. We're going to use global mouse over. Forget that. We feeling better about this? Could I heal with this if I had to? This one goes over here. Sunfire goes over here. Shift G used to be Send Ward, and I think Send Ward's gone. That's a better spot for Incarn. It's a shift keybind at least. Did I run out of healing spells? I don't have anything for Q. Q is usually Adaptive Swarm. I guess it can be empty. I suppose that's fine. Kind of weird. Also, that one was gonna be Convoke, but I'm not expecting to Convoke either. Well, better to have empty spots and then, like, find something you need to do with them later. Okay. I'm happy with the talents. I am not happy with my gear. Actually, you know what? It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. I have some Season 2 Adventurer stuff. He is wearing something. He needs a neck piece. I think I'm gonna do the same thing that I have been doing on my last couple of characters and just send him to the Emerald Dream. Do the weeklies first, just to get the... Is this a generic Boomkin form? What if I just go press the randomize button until something happens? Because he's going to have to be in Boomkin form, isn't he? Oh, God. His Boomkin form bars. Oh, no. All right. Give me the Moonkin bars back. All right. Moonfire, Moon, Sun, Moon, Stars. It's like a puzzle. Moonfire, Sunfire, New Moon, Star Search. Where's my keybind to get into Moonkin form? I should have a keybind to get into Moonkin form. Stick it down there, I guess. Moonfire, Sunfire, New Moon, and then Star Surge. Because I did my whole bars assuming that I was already in Moonkin form, and I was not. There's New Moon, and then Star Surge. And then we've got Convoke, Blank, Wrath, Starfire. He needs some healing buttons. Also, my apologies for how boring this is. I'm hoping if it's not exciting, it's at least relatable. Setting up, this is one of the reasons I don't like starting with max level characters, is because setting up your whole life with all of, like, at level 70 is just like it's just like a homework project. I was doing Convoke, Blank. And then I think I should put like a regrowth down there on Zed. It's weird having the heals be on different buttons on Moonkin than they are on Resto, but it's kind of necessary. It's sort of required. Cyclone. Come back to that. There's that. There's Swiftmend. Am I really expecting to Cyclone? No, that's a PvP talent, right? Or did they just give it to people again? I don't see it, so we're not going to worry about it. Peak Druid experience, definitely relate. Wish they would make Druid forms like Visage for Drakthir? Get in combat, go to the form for the spec you are. Quit else before because I didn't want to do the bars. Dispriest tried to get on, was like, nope. I need a Resto Druid guide. Do you have one? No. I'm just going to follow the Wowhead one. That's what I always do. I just I grab a talent build, I wing it, and then I go, why aren't I healing very much? And then I read the tips section, and then I implement those, and then I feel better. But I have to mess it up first. You can't skip to step 4 where you've like learned everything before you start. I feel like I have to go play badly before I'm ready to play well. Wild Charge, which is basically like a disengage. Weird, okay. Am I happy with that? No, I'm not, because it's wrong! I want at least as many things as possible to be mirrored between the specs. I don't want too many things to be completely different. If there's the same button anyways. Excluding the main rotational ones. I want like my cooldowns, right? Like I don't want Ursul's Vortex to be on a different button going from one spec to another one. Typhoon instead of that, that's fine. Okay, let's go customize let's go customize my forms. Oh, this is the first time I'm doing the Emerald Dream on a druid, so I have a chance to get, like, the stuff from the places. And if I never look up what anything's from, then anything that happens to me is going to be a beautiful surprise, and then I won't feel bad when things don't drop. This is the item upgrader, and it's not helpful to me. I'm looking for the barbershop. Help harm macros? I don't, yeah. Probably. I've had some macros like that in the past. I just don't do it anymore. I'm going over here. How do I make WoW fun? Listen, it's Blizzard's job to make WoW fun. If you're not having fun with it, you gotta find something else that speaks to you. Oh, you want to go back into finding WoW fun. Maybe you just need, like, a project. Maybe you just need to narrow your scope and, like, get into one thing, like farming a pet, or, like, getting Mythic Plus rating on, like, one class, or, like, leveling an ult or something like that. That always works for me. Okay, he's beautiful. He's perfect. I had him using just, like, very basic Kultiran bears and stuff for, like, bear form. I kind of like these. These are kind of cool. I finished my juice. Thank you so much for your pet battle strategy videos. Aw, cheers. New DH is going to have wings to glide. Been saying we should be able to fly with them. Laser bears are a classic. I mean, I worked hard for this. These are sweet. These are so cool. That's terrifying. I don't like it. I worked hard for that. I don't know. I like these, but I think that's cool. I'm putting that on. I have some stuff. It's not that I don't have any stuff. Because I've played Druid. I don't have any of the new stuff. Oh man, for a second I thought I had that. Yeah, I'll keep him in that. The moon can form. I'm gonna come back to that. I'm intimidated. I've got the bat, the moth, the Thistlehawk is pretty cool. I love the ravens. But the last time, and then of course the owls are sweet. Last time we're not gonna worry about the ravens. This is a crime. The orca is the only way to go. And, for me. And, I don't like these deer as much. I need these deer. Oh, or the dream talons! Okay, we're just gonna stick with this thing, and then maybe we'll get something else. The moon can form. Let's just press the random button a bunch of times. No, I think that's good. I think that's the one. Oh, there's full transformations. Oh, I see. Yeah, you could go into your Kultiran moon can form. I mean, that's probably gonna have less white squares. Because I could moonkin around like this. Do you think people would be like, where did you get that form? Because they've just never seen a Kultiran boomkin before? I'm tired. I'm stretchy. I'm crunchy. Ugh. Oh, man. Okay. I like this. I'm going with that. Because I've never seen one before. Love it. He needs a pet to hang out with him. He needs like a Emerald Dream pet, like one of these new ones, like a, yeah, like the Foliat pup. That's cute. I don't have it upgraded or anything, but that's nice. Hi, kitty cat. Welcome back. Hi, sweetie. Oh, my hands are freezing. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Mitzi's cute. What customizable dressed forms? Oh, careful, baby. She's headbutting like the corner of my desk, and it's solid wood, and it sounds like it hurts. All right. There are so many. We're going to untrack a bunch of stuff. I'm going to make sure that I have picked up some of these quests here. Okay, I want to start the campaign. But I want to do the world boss and the 3 weeklies. I also, it's very early, but I kind of want to take my break early. I'm not doing that. I have Aiding the Accord already. Can I abandon it and get a new Aiding the Accord? Because the old one scares me. Yeah, that's just 3 dream seeds. We can definitely do that. Cat enjoys headbutting my bed's headboard. It's metal poles, and I have no idea how it doesn't hurt her. Cats, man. Okay. So this is just for rep. Rep is good, though, because if he finishes Emerald Dream Rep, if he gets to Emerald Dream Renown 20, which is not unlikely because of my main is 20 now, so I've got all the rep catch-ups, he'll... Oh, I need to customize my dragons, of course. That's very important. We need to pick out our dragons. I think he's gonna be a Whimsy Drake boy. I think that's gotta be his dragon riding now. But let's pick out something for each of them. So I have some full transformations. So that's important. This one's harder. That's kind of cool. It's got the Halloween one on. The Highland Drake. Yeah, we've got the Sark Highland Drake. I feel like the full transformations are always easy picks. Saves me the time trying to figure out how to make it look like anything. Because, I don't know, this is... There we go. Grandpa Bearded Dragon. I don't have any of these. Those are cool, though. This is how I customize dragons, by the way. Yep. Done. The Griffin one. That was War Within pre-order, I think. The Algarian Stormrider. It's pretty cool. Oh, I didn't customize the one I actually wanted to wear. This is the last one on the list. So I have Sunset Scales. I have the 2 from the... I guess I have all the colors of this. Sunset Scales is the World Boss Drop one. There's no armor color for it, eh? Well, it's not green to go with him, but I feel like the colors are still nice. I feel like he's ready for an adventure. Is he in his Moonkin spec? He is. Kitty, I wanted to get up, but you're so cozy. You're so warm. You're such a warm little nugget. I am going to take a short break, though. BRB. My pup-pup's so sleepy. It's right in his morning nap time. Kitty cat, you left. I bet she'll come back. I've turned the heat back on. All right. Emerald Dream. I suppose I will fly there. I'm mostly just I'm excited to be able to get like 1 week worth of weeklies done. I might even, I mean, it's just one day and I've already been live for an hour because the transmog took us a while, if we're being honest. But I wouldn't mind getting him enough item level to get into LFR so I can do all of at least LFR today so I can have a couple of chances to roll on tier plus getting LFR in the vault. I do have tomorrow too, but I'm like not streaming tomorrow. And I might play him off stream, but I also might leave my computer as a cold, dusty, turned off thing for a few days. This isn't a troll. It's not. I thought I got impatient. I didn't want to level again. I know, it's craziness. But I looked at the druids that I already had. Oh, dragon race. And I found one. I decided to see, you know, if I mog. I never ended up mogging the other ones. I was going to mog all 3 of them and then choose, but like I made this transmog and then I decided that he needed a chance to spread his wings. Spread his forearm feathers. Have you seen yourself mod characters level 3? Yeah, it would have taken all day. It took us quite a while to put together. I say us. I mean me. It took me quite a while to put together the mod, and then it took me even longer to get my bars together because I made bars for 3 specs. But he is more or less vaguely ready to play now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everybody hold your horses. Oh, I bet you I need to spend dragon riding talents because I don't have the cheater refill button available right now. WoW is a good dress up game. And that is one of the benefits of having collected a bunch of mog is that you do get, it takes you forever to make anything, but you have options. I did a little transmog farming last night. I wasn't going to do any until War Within, but Flabby wanted to do some mythic BFA raids because they're much easier to do with 2 people than 1, and I thought, well, yeah, okay, that sounds fun. You know, as a social thing. Does he need to spend dragon riding talents? Yeah. Yeah, he does. There we go. Leveling in the Dream Surge Zone is quicker? Yeah, you're gonna get 25% extra experience inside of the Dream Surge Zone, and then sometimes I swear there's more from a special buff, but just leveling in the Dream Surge Zone gets you extra experience. I did almost my entire 60 to 70 on my Hunter in the Unaran Plains because that was the Dream Surge Zone in the week that I was leveling her. Get anything good? Oh yeah, open the box. 545 gold. Computer breaks are nice. Difficult with the cold. I'm just glad I saw a little bit of sunshine this morning. I've been living in like a snow globe that was not snowy and just foggy. Oh, from the Mythic BFA raids. Oh yeah, I got a couple of weapon transmogs actually. It's not super my style, but I got some items. Oh, and I got the crown actually. I got the crown from Opulence. And then I pried a gem out of it and then I used it to make Flabby teeny tiny. Saw the sun yesterday. It was amazing. I forgot what it felt like. I have this tendency, this completely irrational tendency that being aware of doesn't seem to help with, to assume that whatever state I am in is going to last forever. So whenever it's like gloomy weather and I'm not doing very well, I'm like, oh no, I will always feel like this. And then whenever things start to get better, maybe the weather gets better, your health gets better, whatever it is, and you're like feeling good again, you're like, hooray, I shall never feel bad again. And it's never true. It's never true. It's always changing. And I know that, but I don't feel it. Like I still believe every single time that my feelings change in one way or another for whatever reason, that whatever the new state is permanent. And I have to learn to live with it. Which is so stupid. But like, you know, you can't reason with yourself when you're being this unreasonable. Or I am. We just had a random mini hurricane. Behold. World quests, surges, side quests, world quests, main quest, campaign quest, doing the story all over again. That was where most of it came from. World quests are not as good. They were not awful, but they were not as good experience as just replaying the campaign and the side quests. I did both questing achievements for the zone, it turned out. I did the Sojourner and the Lore Master achievement for the zone in the process of getting 60 to 70. Wait, I lost them. Oh, kitty! She's headbutting my mouse hand. We're less than 8 hours of daylight a day. Been having a lot of cloud cover. Oh. Sun was out during breakfast this morning. It was nice. Hazel should know about this as it pertains to her interests. Are you ready? Yes. And knowing when your brain, you're like, you know better. Come on. Yeah. And then every time that your mood downswings too, you're not only grieving the fact that you think that you're going to feel like that forever, but you're also grieving the loss of the beautiful future you thought you were going to have when you thought you were going to feel good forever. I can't seem to accept change. Taking vitamin D, learned I was super low. Not surprising. I was reading about vitamin deficiencies and how it can be very helpful to get like a blood test to find out if you're missing anything important like D or B12 or iron, and then supplement or change your diet accordingly. But whenever things are like, just go get a blood test, I'm like, how? I don't even have a doctor. No one has a doctor. My whole medical care plan is just to try not to get sick. So I figure the best thing I can do for the moment is just try to eat like more actual food, because that will have some amount of vitamins in it. Walk-in clinic, what I did? Oh, that is a good idea. On the subject of blood test. You know the word homeowner, right? Yes. You need to get a doctor? A lot of people need to get a doctor. There's a real problem in the province that I live. It's not just me that doesn't have one. It's not just like, you don't just like go to the doctor store and just get a doctor. I live in British Columbia, and it's as far as I understand, ugly. But it turns out a lot of things aren't covered by your medical care anyway, so you can just kind of book yourself an appointment with something private and pay them tons of money, but then at least you get something done. Yeah. Just hop in the doctor can and shoot off to Doctorland. It's healthcare free. So, not exactly. I'm the worst person to ask about this because I chronically do not understand my own healthcare system. It's paid for with your taxes, but it also, that thing that you pay for with your taxes does not cover everything. So dental, vision, apparently a lot of mental health services, a lot of things are not part of your MSP, which is your care plan. Other things are, which is good. You're not going to get like life-ruining debt for getting like cancer treatment, for example, but you might also have to wait a very long time to get it. This is very depressing, and I'm dying also in the game, which is different. I ended up reading like a really sad news article last night about somebody who, like, in the time it took them to get an oncology doctor, their cancer had progressed so far that it was no longer worth treating. Like they would have had another year with their family, but like they just didn't get a doctor in time, and then they died. Hate questing and resto. I'm actually in balance. I'm in balance spec. I think I just pulled too many things. And also, I don't know if I was in my Moonkin form. We're going to do better. We're going to try a little harder. We are slaying enemy forces. Let's get into the Moonkin form. Let's pull a mob. And let's just press some buttons. Questing as Guardian is the secret sauce, yeah. I don't know what the moon spell does. It looks nice. Yeah, I'm not qualified to speak about much, to be honest with you, but I'm especially not qualified to speak about that because I don't even have the regular person's understanding of how it works. Full moon deals damage, generates astral power. Okay. I don't want this quest. Am I also doing a world quest? I am also doing a world quest. That's part of my problem. I've gotten sidetracked. I meant to be doing campaign quests, but I've landed in a world quest. I'm also kind of pressing some of these buttons at random a little bit here. So we got both of our dots up, and that's good. I understand there's like a sun version and a moon version, and sometimes I guess press the one that lights up, Hazel. That's not that hard. You can do it. The good news about doing the world quest is that I do need world quests for the weekly event to get like an extra bonus big chunk of renown with the Dream Wardens, so it'll be something. Hormones don't help. Multiple weeks where I feel off always. Yeah. I'm hoping that better, assuming that I ever manage to get on top of it, better diet and exercise will help with that. Obviously not fix it, but some things can make my imbalances even worse. And it tends to be a bit of a vicious cycle. I have herbalism on Barnaclus. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. Astroform glyph because I can't get into moon conform. Alright. Do you think moonkins get all scraggly and tiny like Pomeranians when they get wet? Oh, inevitably. Yeah, I've definitely gotten sidetracked from the campaign, but I will find it again after we've done this world quest. Is it going to give me anything cool? Actually, yeah, it's going to give me a cloak that would be a big upgrade, so we're happy with that. I need to win against this boss. I have a druid buff. I need to use my druid cooldowns here. We're gonna... Celestial alignment, that's one. Oh no, don't stand on that. I just couldn't tell you what half of these things do. Let's put some heals on me. It doesn't help that I'm in negative gear. But I feel like even my hunter in negative gear felt better than this. What you're supposed to solo this Tazavesh boss is to auto-attack and AFK for an hour? Ugh. At least half of these buttons deal damage, yeah, right? Renewal, yeah. Yeah, shift 0, renewal. You know, I have that on my Resto Druid, and I, like, never ever remember to use it. Which is terrible, because I understand it's much better than Desperate Prayer, and I use that all the time. One more enemy force. Yeah, you. I'm just gonna always use Full Moon, or the Moon one, and then the Star Surge, until such a time as I run out of them. It's my plan. Alright, so I got a 415 cloak. That's a big upgrade. Pop that on. I'm gonna have to fix my transmog a few times, but that's okay. Treat Renault like a health pot I don't have to pay for. Yeah, that's smart. Alright, we're finding people. I did all of this pretty recently, so you'd think it would go even faster this time because I'm in, you know, if there was anything hidden, which I don't think there was. I feel like the Emerald Dream campaign replayed very smoothly. It did not involve a lot of annoying, long time taking stuff. I apparently need Leatrix Plus. I don't have it turned on. Any other add-ons that he needs? LTB. Yeah, you can use that later. Leatrix seems important. I have so many add-ons turned off on him, I don't know why. Deja character stats. Can I Mog it? Very important. I have to have Can I Mog it. All the things DBM, Auctionator, yay! No clue what my buttons are doing. Doing damage so slowly would help if I read spells, but no one has time for that. Yeah, I also have not read my spells. I read them in Cataclysm. That was recently, right? I've made like a quarter of an effort to keep up with what druids do. Because I've played Boomkin now and then, just for questing, but I've played it a little bit. there's Convoke. That'll do something. Over the years. And every time I pick it up, because I pick it up approximately once in expansion, it's fundamentally different. And it's always something sun and moon based, but like, I don't know. Sometimes you're doing it on your own, and sometimes you're doing it with cooldowns, and sometimes it's just happening by itself. And I've written the whole business off. Put a bread machine in my Christmas list? Oh yeah. I'm a big fan of gratuitous amounts of kitchen appliances, but like I love that one. I don't use it all the time, but when I do use it, I'm about to have a good day. Same bars outside and inside Moonkin. Yeah, I made the bars outside Moonkin by accident. It also doesn't help that my Mog makes me look kind of like a Moonkin. How much do I get? You know what? It's only 10% spell damage. It is extra armor, though. The armor's pretty important. Yeah, let's can the full moon and the star surge outside of Moonkin, and we'll replace those actually with extra Moonkin buttons. And these ones. We'll just have 4. There's an empty spot. 5. There we go. But I like doing this because it gets you tons of rep. It gets you flight stones. You get basically a full armor set of Season 2 stuff at the beginning item level. I do need to slay some Farak forces. Yeah. Okay. Wish there were more nature spells on Moonkin, though. I ended up having to macro Moonkin form to half my spells. I wonder why I don't have this experience with Shadow Form. Is it because Shadow Form stays when you mount? I feel like Moonkin Form stays when you mount. I don't know why I leave Moonkin Form all the time. I know I leave it to heal, which you used to have to do with Shadow Form, but not so much anymore. I guess I don't know which of my procs are important. I'm just going to try and press buttons that light up. I think. It'll get easier as we get a little bit more juice. Star Surge does not seem to do very much damage. Healing buttons, human form, damage buttons, Moonkin form work most of the time, I guess. Mm-hmm. Oh, I've killed this boss a bunch of times. Star Surge gives me a buff. It does give me a buff. Arcane power collected by Primordial Arcanic Pulsar. Do I have like an old tier set bonus on or something? No. Ooh, I got blue explorer trousers to drop. And I need the transmog. Heck yeah. There we go. We'll have to fix his outfits as we go because I do love this, but maybe there's a green one we can get. Talent should be Arcanic Pulsar. Am I gonna read my buttons? Moonfire and Summon Fire have a chance to summon fairy dragons. There's so many moon buttons. So many of them say moon. The middle purple arrow looking one. Oh, so you get Celestial Alignment, which gives you both eclipses and haste. What do my eclipses give me? Empowers Wrath and Starfire. Extra damage and wrath damage. Okay, so I basically never want to be casting those outside of eclipses is my takeaway there. I think. How am I entering the eclipses again? I'm casting the other ones. 2 Starfires empowers wraths, 2 wraths empowers Starfire. Is it always 2 or is it 15 seconds? Always 2, okay. I don't want to skill that apprentice again. I feel like I've been doing these quests for years. I'm just reminding myself that it would be taking longer if I was starting an alt from scratch. Or from level 30. Half moon and regular eclipse you can send forever. Star Surge. Full moon you only want to spend in an eclipse. Okay. I'm assuming it looks like white when it's full. Hey, we finally beat some forces. Okay. Happy about that. I want to do the world boss. I could take like a break to go do the world boss. Once we get to the middle part. I missed the eclipse bar. Yeah, actually, now that you mention it. And then they're sending me to a Myrtle Cell. So, I now... Do I have any seeds? I have 1 seed. 1 Emerald Bounty seed. Let's go do the world boss. Or there's a rare. I should just do all the rares all the time whenever I see them. They could drop me stuff. I have not started any PvP for this season. I don't know when I'm going to. I do want to get the mount. I always want to get the mount, but... Would it be me if I didn't do it at the last minute? It is kind of fun doing anything on these characters that have such low gear because any gear at all that you get is like a massive upgrade. A couple of these world quests would probably not go astray. Oh, am I going to make it in time? No! If I had had Moonfire on my non-Moonkin form, I would have tagged it! I'm leaving. Doesn't drop a form. It could have given me something. Uninstall, sell the computer. I don't have any current plans to play SOD. Anymore. It was cool. I was just enjoying this more. I think everything's gonna live longer than 6 seconds for me right now. Starfire for AoE, Wrath for single target, Starfall. Starfire does AoE? It does do AoE. Man, they've changed everything. Mora or the rabbit. Okay. Okay, if I can do this world quest. Care packages delivered to owls. This is going to give me a ring that I could really use. Oh, and apparently I can just like fly around and do it. That's nice. Unless they're going to move the goalposts on me and be like, actually, you then need to braid a friendship bracelet and then deliver it to a boss and then get them to 30% health and then use an item. And then we're going to be fighting. I already have that. This one's good, no surprises? Okay. Pretty much have not logged into retail after SOD was launched. Well, it's great that you're having fun. I want to not worry about the side quest for now. One more care package. I'm excited about this ring. My rings are... I've got a 398 ring that could use... You know what? His beer's not awful. I don't know why he does so little damage. Maybe I just need to get the hang of it. I just need to play it a bunch more. It'll feel better. It'll feel better in the morning. A luscious leaf loop. 415. He's also got a Hallow's End ring on still. And then don't worry about the Tuskar rings. I've already turned all that in. I'm done with all that. Fix his transmog back up. He's at 383 item level right now. And I wanted to go do the boss. Pretty simple to play. I just need enough of a grip on it to be able to just like quest, which is normally not that crazy, but for some reason Boom can always gives me the most headache when I'm trying to just get around and do campaign on. Keep dots up, RAS single target, Starfire, AoE 3+. I feel like I need to bring it back a few. You've already lost me. Cool, and there's a group of druids around one of the rares waiting for every druid in the zone. There's a bunch. I guess I should pick up the, I should make sure I pick up like the rep weekly and stuff. So we get the Worthy Ally quest because we're going to need that. Oh, it's 10:30. I need to do the Super Bloom, but I can do that. It's not up until 11, so I just need to remember. Can I set like a timer that will remind me? I mean, you guys will remind me, but I'm going to set a timer also. Oh, calm down. 30 minutes. Yeah. World boss of the farm. I'm trying to do the world boss. I just keep getting distracted. I want to pick up the Seed Weekly. And then I'm just going to pick up the Super Bloom Weekly before I even... I know it's not Super Bloom time, but just to have it. So I have less of a chance to forget picking it up later. Okay. Alright, let's go do the world boss. I'm assuming the world boss form's not guaranteed. And that you have to get a bit lucky. Ooh, there's a staff. Oh, my staff is awful. My staff is awful. Awful waffle. I need to do that world quest. Claws for concern. Isn't that the one that has the achievement for Blulu? Feels like a 10% drop rate. Oh, that's not awful. It's not great, but it's not awful. Anybody want a healer for hibernation heroes? Sign up. Wow. Here, I'll even actually get into healing spec. Yellow single target, purple AoE. But what about the light purple one and the one with the moon on it? What if I'm pressing the yellow button, but then the blue one lights up because of the eclipse? Do I want to press the yellow one anyway? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. 40%'s a really big buff. It looks like I do have mouse over enabled, so that's good. I don't have any idea what druids do lately to heal people. I'm just gonna put out, like, rejuice. And, other spells. And hope for good things. We're just gonna feel it out, you know? Oh, I have no mana. Oh, it's because I changed, it's because I changed. Talents. Trance! No! Don't tell me what to do! I'm clearly in a rational mood this morning. We're doing fine. I guess I can also click on the damage keys. Druid bars will do that to anyone. I used Trents in, I used Trents at the end of last season on my PvP druid. Like, I do like them. Fury of a Loon. Press that, press Star Surges to kill things. I thought I mean, I'm in my Resto spec now, but I thought I had that. I must not have. I just need more time to play with it. I just need to do some more quests. I got some champion boots. I never actually get loot. And I got a Mark of the Hibernating Rune Bear. Holy, I am the luckiest druid. Barnaclus is the chosen one. We get a 62 item level upgrade on the boots. And we get the form. We need to go back to a barbershop. Thank you. Wow. Imagine that. So I need to like hearth, right? Like I need to oh, I'm still in my resto spec. Ooh. I was gonna shadow meld, then I realized I'm not a night elf. Horde equivalent for Ironforge. I believe it's Orgrimmar. And then their Great Father Winter's an orc. Yeah, I got the world boss form. I gotta go go put it on. Very important. What is a medicine quest? I don't think it's in Season of Discovery. You don't gotta worry about it. I'm doing specialization. Sorry, that was a bit much. I don't know why I'm so snippy today. It's just the weekly, or not the weekly, the daily quest that's associated with the Feast of Winter Veil. There's a toy and there's a dragon riding customization that you can get from the daily quest reward. It's less comfy than the rest of the holiday bosses, because there's no like queue up for it. You have to actually travel out there, and it's a bit of a pain. But it is. The toy's cute. He's not Guardian, not right now, anyways. Animations for the world boss form feel smoother. They're probably more recently done. Oh, I've gone to the wrong place again. Just discovered I have no flight paths out to the Grinch. Do you have the flight map toys, the scouting maps maybe? I've been using the pet dungeon portal to get to Stratholme and fly. Druids can do dream walk, or the dream portals to the hinterlands, is somebody mentioned today. It's a gross travel to get out there. It's really far for Alliance. Horde can go from Tirisfal Glades. I'm going down this way. Ask a mage for an Eldala portal? But that involves, like, talking to people. Ooh. Buying all the early maps for flight points was the best investment. Best investment, at least until War Within comes out, when it turns out they're just going to give us all the flight paths. Or they're going to give us all the flight paths that we've learned on one character. Like, the flight paths will become account-wide. Bear form. Rune Bear. Oh, it's just like Aurastor. I guess that makes sense. What are the other colors of it? I like the Bristle Bruin ones. Morach the Slothful. And then Emerald Bounty. And then Mosa Umberbrain. But we're going to do this one. Oh, he's huge. That's cool. Too many forms, man. Portal to Stormwind, then to Borealis, then to Ironforge, then to fly to Chillwind, and then fly over nice and easy. I can't tell if you're memeing or not. That is so many steps. That is a good way to do it, but oh man. Half your luck first go. Now I want a druid. Alright, am I back in Boomkin form? I'm level 386. We're trying to get up to 424, but I'm being cheap and I'm not spending any coalescence. I can't believe I got champion boots. That's so lucky. I also haven't done the weeklies, so we're working on that. We want to go back to the Emerald Dream and keep trucking away at that campaign, because that's going to give me stuff. 4 other forms dropped from the rares in the dream. And then 1 from Super Bloomer from the seeds, it looked like, right? Nope, not that portal. Not that portal. Abort! 415 greens in the auction is for like 10k gold. Yeah, that's about 9,800 gold more than I want to spend. It's just because you can replace this stuff in like a day. Like, if I was gonna wear it for an entire patch, then fine. But I have a hard time spending 10k gold on an enchant that I'm gonna use on my mains belt. I'm just gonna do... Actually, I'm gonna do this world quest because that's gonna give me a 415 two-hander. 3 forms of Seed Bloom. It's not transmog. I mean, it might be transmog. There is Mog for those forms, but you know, it'll drop eventually, and I'll just learn it that way. Let's go do this. Let's go do this world quest. Moonkin hatchlings rescued, podlings or umberclaw slain. You print gold with your Elk store. Yeah, but I don't print it to waste it. Oh, I've upset this owl for no reason. Don't forget to not be in retrospect, right? I have capped astral power. I think I should be using more Star Search. Humble tweet. I want to look at a thing. So can you just keep rescuing them? Or are you capped at this 6? Oh, it's a cataloger's quest as well. What do you get for that rep? Okay. No, but alts count. Okay. So you just want to get different ones on your... You'd want to get different ones. Okay, okay. Ooh. Yeah, I've apparently never done this quest. Eugene. I was supposed to use that one during Eclipse. Oops. Make a raid group? Oh, that's a good idea. Why don't I want to do it? I don't want to look for all of them right now. I kind of only want to look for 6 of them. I might get it done by accident. Is that true? No, it's not very true. I might get it done by accident if I just keep doing the world quest on different characters. People-y right now? I'm not feeling un-people-y. I don't think. I say as I instinctively disagree. No, I just don't want to. I don't want to look for all the moonkins. I don't want to look for all the moonkins. It would get in the way of my. I want to get the staff and I want to get my item level up. I want to do LFR, and I don't have a crazy amount of time because I got cookies to make today. Hi, kitty cat. Pick different ones to rescue. Yeah, and I have loads of alts. I have loads of alts. Apparently, I have very poor moonkin finding skills. I'm finding a lot more herbs than I am moonkin. More keys, I would suspect. Do you think I would do keys on this druid? I mean, it's only Sunday. We've got Sunday and Monday for him to get enough item level to do keys. Because once I get to 424, he could totally do just like a handful of keys. Oh no, I've gotten distracted. Overloading overgrown herbs, uber net worth. Mm-hmm. Whereas has a druid form needs to be force spawned. Occupied the rest of my day. Shows our names, we mess over the dots. Mm-hmm. Because it gives a pet. Like, I definitely want to get Blulu, just maybe not today. I'm very slowly mixing collecting back in. We took, like, a break from the Hunter to get the Onir Windsage's Hearthstone. That was fun. But I feel like that's about the amount that I can tolerate of collecting right now. Because it's just the season's so fun, and I want to, like... I don't know. I know that people will be doing keys like all season, but I want to get my characters like up and running to play and have fun with while there's still like a lot of excitement for it. I don't think I've done this cataloging quest yet. I don't mind this so much. I didn't like the balloon one in Theldraszus, but this seems okay. I need more owls. Some of them appear to be underground. Do I have, Starfall? I don't think I have Starfall. Hated the balloon one. I always have to do that. Even with all the upgrades, I always end up having to do the balloon one multiple times. Everything else I can do within one unless I'm really not paying attention. New owlbear form is tiny compared to other bears. Oh. Hi, kitty cat. You're so pretty. She was cold last night. She got into bed with me. I love her so much. I tell her all the time, and I do my very best to take very good care of her, but I still feel like I'm taking her for granted. You have a cat for long enough, you just get really, like, cozy and used to her, you know? Back to one blanket. I am back to one blanket. It hasn't completely fixed my sleep issues. I think they're just kind of a symptom of some other stuff going on with me, but it is better with less stuff on the bed. I also have discovered that I just really like the top sheet. I tried it both ways. I did. I like my little envelope. Sleep issues are the worst. They make everything else harder to fix because it's impossible to, like... Not impossible, but it's, like, so much tougher to, you know, try to like get yourself up and do some stuff when you're exhausted. But then, like, when you're so tired that you can't even sleep, like, you'll make time and you'll lay down to take a nap and you can't even do it. It's awful. Awful. Why do I keep wanting to say awful waffles? I watched a movie last night that had... I watched that... I don't remember a word about what it was called. It was a Christmas movie because I've been on a bit of a bender watching those. And it was really cute. It was... Wow, I can't think of a single descriptor aside from it. It was really cute. Which Christmas films? I watched Lindsay Lohan Falls Down a Hill. I enjoyed that well enough. It was corny and cheesy and kind of cute, and that was exactly what I wanted from it. It was better than Rob Lowe with the elephants, in which the best part were the elephants. A cute Christmas movie? I know, right? No, this one was more of like an ensemble cast. It made me think it was like a modern Love Actually, but with like nicer stories. And I just have to sort this. I'm just going to talk in circles. Was it new? Was it this one? Yeah, I think it's Let It Snow. I watched Let It Snow. I really liked it. It was really cute. People in Love Actually do kind of suck, don't they? I think it's like a millennial tradition for young journalists on like article websites to rip into Love Actually at least once in their career. Because I've read a lot of articles trashing it, and you know they've all got good points, but it's like a thing. Niece's name is Aurelia after Love Actually. My sister loves that movie. Yeah, I like it too, but I don't agree with. I mean, you don't have to agree with the things that people do. You can feel weird about like a toxic thing being glamorized, or you know, romanticized, I suppose. But you know, at the end of the day, a movie's a movie. It's not a handbook on how to live your life. No, I've seen Love Actually more than once, but I can never remember it. But yeah, Let It Snow is very cute. It was kind of like a cute teen movie version where there's just like a bunch of different intersecting stories. It still got a little bit of that Christmas cheesiness, but it was actually the. How can I not think? This is why I don't review films, guys. It was cute. I watched the film and it was cute. Are you convinced yet? Orbit Breaker? No idea. At least your reviews are short. Yeah, we just put them into the buckets of cute and then like less cute. Deck the Halls, Matthew Broderick and Danny DeVito. I also watched the Christmas version of The Hangover. I forget what it's called, but it's got Joseph Gordon-Levitt in it. And it came out a few years ago, apparently, but I only just saw it recently. And I got a kick out of that one, too. Like I said, I've been on a Christmas movie bender. I just need one more podling and they're going to give me my staff. Podling or Barnaclus Slane. Why does the doe count for that? This poor deer. I'm killing it, too. You are neither. Oh no, it doesn't too. I was just mousing over the Umberclaw. Okay, for a second. I was about to be outraged on behalf of all the deer. What It Snows Cute. Think I watched that last year. Ooh, my staff proc leech. Also, I had a 347 time warped weapon on, so that is a massive boost to my item level. Happy about that. That helps substantially. Should we just clock out that world quest? Just to, because we're trying to get up to 10 of 10 here. And number 1 recommended Christmas movie this year? I mean, it depends on what people like. I think that the one that I watched last night was probably the most... Well, I guess I don't know what general appeal means. It's certainly not an action movie. You know, are you looking for like a bad movie that's got like funny quotable lines? Are you looking for like a really heartwarming movie that's going to kind of make you cry but mostly just be like really cute? Are you looking for... I don't know. There's all kinds of different Christmas movies. Last year I watched... that Kristen Stewart movie, the name of which I can never remember. Apparently it's leaving Netflix soon, but I liked that one a lot. I guess maybe sometimes they only license them during Christmas because nobody watches them the rest of the year. Yeah, I like the rom-coms. Happiest Season and you love it. That's right, Happiest Season. It was a rom-com that had a couple of like kind of brutal moments in it. But, I just, love Kristen Stewart. Yeah, Happiest Season is a really cute rom-com. I have a very special place in my heart for... I just really prefer all of the LGBT rom-coms because they're, fun and they're enjoyable to watch, and I'm really tired of watching the other ones because they're, like, really clunky. But maybe I'm just jaded on maybe I'm just jaded on straight love. Oops. Why wouldn't one love Kristen Stewart? Even like the romance in the Lindsay Lohan Falling Down a Hill was like cute, but I didn't like it. You know, I liked other things in the movie. Morning Hazel, missing that all healing life. Have you seen of course you haven't seen it. It's brand new. It's just hit the world stage. Barnaclus in Resto Druid form. He's moon conquesting right now, but I bypassed the leveling stage. I'm jumping right into gearing it up. He's glorious. Tired of successful businesswoman succumbing to cute bumpkin in small town. This might be just indicative of the phase of my life that I'm in. It's not that I don't hate love or anything, but I don't know, like I find that they're not very relatable anymore. Like the man will say something and the woman will be like, oh, and I'll be like, really? This guy? It's just not my type. Embittered at love. most I don't know. Or someone will do something and then they'll get forgiven and I'll be like, really? That was kind of fast. May I say unrealistic? I suppose so. Except for a select few. Yeah. And I felt differently when I was younger. When I was like a teenager to like very early 20s, I was all about it. I would feel all of the butterflies. I would be like, you know, snuggled up in a blanket with a tea, being just enraptured by the romance of it all. And that part of me broke. I don't think it's that I'm not romantic anymore. I think it's that my format for romance has changed. What do you think about the raid boost? It's not for me, certainly. I think it skips half the fun part of the game. I say as I struggle through getting to 424, never mind that. But, they're gonna sell whatever they're gonna sell. Nothing's making you buy it. I don't feel like it's an unfair advantage. It skips you past a very early part of the questing. People change as they progress through life. Mm-hmm. That's true. There's other movies. I do enjoy that I'm finding more movies and stories that are about older people, because sometimes I have a hard time nowadays, especially when I was trying to watch like dramas. Like the teen dramas were a bit much to take once you're kind of in your like late 20s to early 30s, because, you know, you'll have like the 16-year-old being like, this is the love of my life and I must pledge my eternal vampire soul for it. And you're just like, honey bear, go to college. work a job for a while, you know, like make different choices. Which of course they're never gonna do because I've been there. You're 19, you're not gonna listen. But loving my Vampire Diaries rewatch lately. You know what's brought me great joy recently? Follow the House of Usher. You know, I actually watched that. I watched the entire thing. I enjoyed it too. It's scared, like it's not that scary, but I found it very scary. But I still watched it. There we go. CW shows where every teenage love cycle is life or death. The thing that kind of killed Vampire Diaries for me back when, and mind you, I watched it like 10 plus years ago. Like it was, I don't even know if it was that 10 years ago, but I watched it a long time ago. Death doesn't mean anything on that show, but it doesn't stop them from having an entire episode dedicated to montages and mourning a character that dies, and they will inevitably bring them back. Like, after like the 19th time, they would kill somebody and be like, yep, see how long this one sticks for? Like, it loses all emotional weight because they've just abused it beyond all meaning. No, I never got the Rusty Mechanic Crawler from Mechagon. I don't have the Arachnid Harvester mount or the other one either. Oh, I should get a thingy from this. Also, 10:56. We're getting closer to time. We're getting much closer to time for Super Bloom. Anything from the Rep Satchel? Oh man, another cloak. I got a cloak already. I mean, I didn't get a cloak that's good, so that's still an upgrade. It's always cloaks. It's always cloaks and gloves, man. But I will wear it. I will put it on. I'll keep that Agi staff just in case I decide that I need basic. Ooh, I got a green neck to drop. I'm putting that on. I'm wearing that. That puts me up to 403, and that takes off my Eternal Will of the Martyr, which we needed to get rid of. And yeah, happy about that. Do I have seeds? No, still not very many seeds. You have to watch A Castle for Christmas. Do you like it? I'll add it to my list. It's not Christmas yet. I'm ready for. I have room in my life for more of these things. I'd hit up most of the promising ones, so I'm about running out. I watched the Princess Diaries recently and found it funny how much it like heavily plays on this fantasy of just like being a princess and then you get to be glamorous and live in a castle. And how awful that sounds to like an adult. I mean, it probably sounds good to somebody, but like castles are cold. They're difficult to heat. You know, royalty sounds like responsibility. And also, you know, I, you know, would rather live in a cottage in the woods with like a bread machine and solar panels. I'm upgrading this one. Sure, yeah, 13 flight stones. Have at it. And that's going to give me even more flight stones and cresties. We can sink some of them into that. We can sink a few of them into these. I'm not against them. Because it's like pretty cheap to do it. You can get like a decent chunk of item level on some of these things. I'm not going to bother, the weapon's going to be too many flight stones. I don't have Klaus on it yet, you're right. Drafty windows, no in-floor heating. Cleaning's a right pain, all the dust. Rarest mount you have? According to the stats, it's the Sandy Shale Wing. Apparently, the fewest amount of people, according to Rarity Rater, 0.09% of people actually have the Troubled Timeways mount. Shocking, I know. You know I run a fiber cable in the woods, right? 6 of the same button. That's to make me go back into moon conform if I'm not in moon conform. It's a very important cause. I'm sure you'll agree. There we go. Plump dream seed. So we need to plant a few dream seeds, and I need to plant a few dream seeds. I need to do the super bloom, actually. I don't really need to do the whole super bloom. Will I do the whole super bloom? Yeah, I'm gonna look for a group. Let's do it properly, shall we? I want all this stuff. Super bloom. War mode on. Blah. Super bloom. War mode off. DPS. Either one. Wouldn't it just be logical to get it weak core? But I already have a solution. I don't need another one. I fixed that problem already. This ray is too small for this massive human. Keys to bind your forms. I have them on mouse buttons because that's just how I've always done it. So I've always had bear on mouse 7, cat on mouse 9, and then apparently moonkin on everything. But that's just, and then I have a cancel for macro in case I'm panicking. I do have an MMO mouse. I have a G600. I am wroth that they're no longer making them. Oh, that's my Super Bloom reminder. Double solutions are good fun. I used to have this, I mean, sometimes I still do. It's not a real problem, but like I would be explaining a story to stream in which I had a problem and then came up with a solution. And I would be halfway through the story and people would be like, you should do this. And I'm like, wait, it's not over yet. This has already been sorted out. Calm down. You're getting ahead of yourself. Love my G700, so they don't make them anymore. I feel like I knew that they might eventually stop making like they eventually dropped my little keypad. And Orb Weaver seemed to kind of come in and out of style, like specific models of them. I know they still make them, or maybe they're doing the Tartarus. Anyway, I got off the keypad because those seemed too niche. It seemed like it was going to be too hard to continue to have a reliable one forevermore. But I thought that for sure that the G600 was like, they've made them for like so long. 10 plus years of these things. Have I not bought enough of them to keep the economy afloat? Are they not worth it anymore? I put so many of my friends onto them too. Amy Yui, thank you very much for the 10-month threesome. We're just enthusiastic. You crashed the market. Oh, when my mouse eventually dies, I'm gonna have to. There are other 12-button mice. I've just gotten so used to this one. I love this one. It's comfy. It's big enough for me. And the other ones are all more expensive. But, you know, times change. Ever get water stuck in your ear? Is that not the worst? I find that if you just get angry enough, your brain heat evaporates and then the steam comes out your ears like a cartoon. If you're really angry, you can make the whistle sound. It's a mouse from Amazon that I love. Discontinued. Can't find any mouse with buttons laid out the same way. Bought 3. They're still in wrapping for when mine breaks. I've had backup G600s for ages, but when I recently went to restock my backups, I found out that I waited too long and it's too late. It's too late. So I've done enough bloom. I basically just need to complete it now. I suppose I can assist. I'm not doing very much damage. I'm at level 405. Although 405 is a big jump up. We're up 25 item levels just from replacing a couple of things. Getting a streamer mic and a new mouse. Why a new mouse? Because I need one. Highlighted nice message, got skipped. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me see if I can find it. Thank you for being awesome. Wish you happy holidays. Many hugs. Thank you. Or we could be if we replaced a couple more pieces. I'm hoping for something good from the bloom. Trinket would be cool. Although I don't know if it can give anything or if there's like a specific subset of stuff that you can get. It's not any faster to join a raid for Super Bloom. It's still going to take the same amount of time. It's just you're more likely to get the purple bag with the extra flight stones and supplies and dewdrops in it. If you're not too worried about flight stone supplies and dewdrops, then you don't really need to bother, and you can just kind of swing in at the very end of it, grab 50 bloom and like tag the boss and be good. Yeah. That one mount that drops from that one guy? Oh, yeah. You know it. First kill. You know what's interesting is I bet you Super Blooms don't really take that much more time, if any more time at all, than doing a time rift? I don't remember how much time Time Rifts actually took, but it doesn't It wouldn't surprise me if it was somewhere in like the 15-minute range, which is about what super blooms are, right? Like 15-ish minutes. But they did not feel this long. It felt like you had, like, they would give you specific jobs, like, that you weren't competing with a million other people for. I feel like those were so much better. 20 minutes rifts are like 11? Yeah, maybe. I'll see what time it is when we actually kill the boss. I think they just feel like 20 minutes. I liked the getting individual jobs aspect of time rifts and of soup. I thought that was really good. I like that much better than everybody getting the same job. Because it means that you're either fighting absolute bullet sponge bosses or you're all running around trying to water the same flowers. And it's also kind of like for what, you know? Timer 7 minutes plus a boss kill? Really? I still need to go back and participate in more rifts. I want a lot more Mog from them. I never got finished with that. 10 minutes on the dot and then boss. Okay, so they are faster. But they were also every half hour, right? They were more often than once an hour? Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Oh, thank you. My puppy's getting all big and grown up. He's starting to get his grown-up face instead of his puppy face. He's completely changed color. His face has changed color completely. He started out with a face that was mostly black with a little bit of tan, and his face is now almost completely tan with a tiny bit of black. And then I thought he was going to have a little stubby snout because he had a little stubby puppy snout, and he has some, like, bully breeds in him, so I thought maybe he wouldn't get the big snout, but he's definitely getting the big snout. We need new pics. I haven't taken any new pics. I spent a reasonable amount of time looking at the old ones and being like, how did he get so big already? But I don't have any super recent ones. It's been like 2 weeks or more since I've taken any pictures of him. I mostly just give him a lot of hugs and smooches, and I brush him, and I do his nails, and we do the walks, and we do the tricks, and we run around. And he does evil leash, which is a routine that he does when we're walking and he decides that he's had enough of this injustice, and he grabs the leash and he goes and what's funny is that despite the fact that he's absolutely rioting, if I ask him to do anything else, he's like, oh yeah, cool, what do you want? But like, if you just like stand there and watch him, he'll be like, this thing, I'm gonna kill it. My biggest struggle with him right now is that sometimes people, but mostly dogs, are so interesting to him that it is so hard for him to just walk by them and understand that he doesn't always get to meet them. And then when he does get to meet them, he has no chill. He's a very excited puppy with like no chill. Thought my lab was going to be a regular sized one, grew to be the size of a mini Australian Shepherd. Just stopped growing, and I was like, oh. One of my neighbor dogs is like that. It's like a lab that's like bizarrely a little bit small. I'm super cute, but it's just like, hey, favorite, most intelligent dog I've ever had. My Jaina. Did Kira have a feisty teenage phase like Moose? She must have done, but I don't really remember. It would have been a long time ago. She was a feisty kitten for sure. She was, I mean, most kittens are. That's why they're so cute, is so you put up with them. Did you weigh him? A week and a bit ago, he was 55 pounds. He's working on 60, but right now he's going through a little bit of a growth spurt where he's not like bulking up right now, but he's stretching. He's getting lankier. Halfway there. Yeah, he doesn't need to be 100 pounds. He can be whatever size he wants to be. Hopefully no growing pains. I thought maybe his jaw was bothering him a little bit because his teeth look good. But he was pawing at his mouth a little bit, and his jaw has been like, his snout has been going like Pinocchio, so I thought maybe he was having some growing pains in his face. I can hear him yawn squeaking. He's starting to wake up, 11 to 11:30. He gets lunch at 11:30, so he's starting to stir. The beast awakens. I've gotten kind of attached. Which I think I knew was coming, but like... And, you know, that's like a normal reaction to have to adopting a puppy, but I'm in love. I love him. You're having him cook his own lunch? Hello, Hazel and Hazel. Enjoy yours. I think it's really cute that his favorite treat is not the beef liver. It's not the lamb heart. His very favorite treat that he will do more for than anything else is the cookies that I make him. I make him these like pumpkin oat flax cookies. And he really likes them. I can use little pieces of them and he like listens much better than if I had a different treat. And it's really sweet that he likes his mom's cookies. I like making them for him. Caught on when I tell her to bring me something. If she knows what the item is, she'll get it for me. I'm teaching him how to catch right now, in that I throw a toy for him and I say catch, and then I try to give him like a good throw. And he's starting to get the hang of it. The first like 2 weeks of it, it would just hit him on the face and he'd be like, Mom, why did you do that? But then he's getting it now. He's starting to get it. I think we're not that far off from balls. Because you ever see somebody with a park? You ever see somebody at a park with a ball and their dog, and they just whip the ball out like 100 yards, and the dog takes off like a jet engine and then like leaps into the air like a jet engine and catches this ball, or like catches it on a rebound with like one of those jump and snaps, and it's the coolest thing ever. And like I think Moose thinks it's cool too. Like he's watched those dogs at the park before and he'll just sit down and be like, whoa. So I think he can do it, and I want him to. He likes balls. He likes dogs more. He will not have much interest in a ball if there are dogs for him to play with. And he would much rather play tug or keep away than fetch if that's an option. But he does fetch. He will do that. He does like it. And we're working on catch. I'm hopeful that I can eventually or soon decarcerate my shoes. I've had a shoe jail, which is that I put the shoes by the door inside of the kennel that I bought that I decided not to use, so that he can't steal them and chew on them. But I think that we're getting to a point now where I might be able to teach him to leave the shoes alone without needing to have them in jail. He's been leaving the Christmas presents alone. He's been leaving the tree alone for the most part. He only really gets into stuff if he's like really bored because he's like missed something in his routine. As long as he gets his routine, he's an angel. I need to do that. My sister had like this big chest, this big wooden chest for shoes by the door because their lab used to steal shoes like well into adulthood. So you would come over and you would take off your shoes and you would just stick them in this big heavy thing that closed. Mine don't play catch makes me sad. Dogs who throw a ball and they have a blank stare. And then some dogs are so ball crazy that they're just losing their mind waiting for you to throw it. Or like I'll carry around a ball and like a chucker at the park. I made friends with one of my neighbor's dogs that was also at the park because Moosey was like he wanted to wrestle with one of his friends. But this other dog would just like sit right in front of me and then like look at the thing and then look at me and be like, please. And my dog wasn't even playing with it. So I was throwing the ball for her and some dogs will just chase that ball and bring it back to you no matter where you are or how many dogs try to put them off from it for as long as you will throw it. And I think that's incredible because what a great way to get them exercise. I bet it also thwarts your nephew. What does? If all three of my dogs are excited, it's chaos. Barking at each other, jumping on each other. Careful of the drinking water. There actually isn't any drinking water, which is both a good and a bad thing. But he also, you would be horrified. He eats mud. All the dogs do there. I think they must fertilize it with like fish oil or something. But he just eats big mouthfuls of mud. So I get him all the dewormers that I can. Whenever I'm at the vet, I just make sure I listen. Are we up to date on dewormer? Just in case. Because, you know, if it's out there, he's going to eat it. He's just gonna. The mud moose. The shoe chest. Oh, yeah. I don't know if my nephew steals shoes anymore. My nephew likes things that spin. He's a big fan of things that spin. Muddy moose. Mr. Moo Moo. Moo Moo's so big. Moo Moo's so sweet. He'll come right up to you, especially if you're like laying down on the couch so you're kind of at moose height. And he just gives the best puppy kisses. He doesn't give a ton of them, which kind of makes it more special when he does it. Call my Akita Moose all the time. Moose Caboose. Her name is Alia, after Alita the Battle Angel. Oh, that's a cute name. Moosey and I have been working on a wait where after I put his food down, he waits for me to tell him that he can have it. And he's been really good at it. But so far, if I want him to wait, I have to hold eye contact with him. If I break eye contact, he takes that, meaning that he can get it, which is a mistake I've made, I'm sure. But, it means that while he's waiting for me to release him to eat, we're just having the most intense staring contest of your life, just like locked in this like I don't make eye contact with anybody for that long. But he knows he's about to eat, so he's all about it. Facebook pull of mine? Aw. Airlines that have that service where they take care of him. You're his pack leader. Mm-hmm. He does listen to that, which I appreciate. Because sometimes he's very stubborn. He's got some sled dog braids in him. And he has a very stubborn streak to him. Also, he's kind of a teenager, so that's part of it. But like, oh my goodness. Sometimes we'll be outside and he'll see a dog and we'll just be like, come on, Moose. And he'll be like, no. And if he really digs his heels in, short of picking up this like 55-pound dog, you're not moving him. Like, he not only is he heavy, but he will like dig in if he really doesn't want to move. Oh. Doesn't happen all the time. And if I have the right treat, or I can do that thing where you like put yourself between you and the dog, I'm glad that he likes dogs. And he's not aggressive with them or anything, but he is way too excited for most of them. And it's just kind of teaching him that there's a time and a place. I am really glad whenever he gets to romp with his friends, though. Oh yeah, there's the boss. So yeah, it is it's 17 minutes. This event takes years. It's so much time. But we're gonna get something good. We're gonna get a good upgrade. I don't think I'm gonna get to doing LFR in today's stream, but I might be able to get enough gear to do it. Just not super engaging. Yeah. Yeah, I would like it if they gave me more me jobs. Super duper bloom. And then I loot the boss. Good. Flight stones. Little seed. Somebody got something purple. It wasn't me, but somebody got a... Oh, I see. I already know that one. And then turn in the weekly. Good. And then we can leave the group and we can open it. Because sometimes it feels a bit noisy when you're in a big group like that. So we get Dream Trove, Dream Trove. Ooh, I got cluster jaw horns for my Slither Drake. And then Dream Trove. Overblooming treasures. That gave me shoulders. Nice. All right, 398 shoulders. Those are, and they have speed on them too. Cool. Oh, they kind of go with his set. Did he have shoulders transmog before? He didn't have shoulders transmog before. He needs the green ones, but like, I'm not upset with that. That's nice. Can I have a look at him, please? I have decided that Barnaclus is getting a new era. He is Resto Druid Barnaclus. I wanted to start playing and stop leveling. So I decided to pick one of my 370s to take on this project on. There we go. 408. It is coming along. It is coming along. So I definitely need to do... I need to plant some seeds. Do I have 5 seeds? I have 4 seeds. Oh, and I get a rep token too. I'm up to renown 7 already with the Dream Wardens, which means that I can actually go get gloves. My gloves are awful. I've got 347 gloves. And I think I should have enough Dragon Isle supplies to buy some, so that's actually going to be really good. That'll be a big item level upgrade. So, hello. You can give me, 300 supplies, and then I can get some 441 gloves. We love that. I love gearing up alts like this. It's so fun. Every upgrade just feels enormous. So he's at 414. He only needs 10 more before he's allowed into LFR. Let's do a couple seeds. Too bad it's not restored barter boss Barnaclus. Cat of those gloves if you wanted to. This one purple. I don't think I have a purple seed. I have dewdrops. I can dewdrops just for like a little bit of crests and flight stones and stuff. JG Brit, that is the first time I've ever heard the word snail trail used in that particular context, and I'm upset. Oh, man. Alright, we got 2 Dreaming Crests. We got 750 Dream Wardens rep. New Oberon. Nah, you're not bad. You can buy a green dream seed for 100 resources. You get 5. I bet you'll get one from something. You get them. They just happen. Like my main has like 50 of them. You just gotta believe. I might need those supplies for something one day. Oh, here's a green one. And then I'm just gonna have to remember to come back to that. But this week is a great week to get rep caught up on alts. Plus, if I can do the entire campaign, which is a bit of a big ask, but if I can do the entire campaign before he, I don't want this anymore. Before, can I click that off? What if I use it? How do you get rid of Super Bloom buff? If you can do the whole campaign before you do LFR, you get a quest at the end of the campaign to do Farak. And we're just going to run in here. And doing that, like finishing that, will give you an Enchanted Worms Dreaming Crest. And then you get another one for Renowned 20s. So without actually farming any Worms Crest, you can get 2 items to boost your crafted like really high. What if you drag it to a bar? I think it's gone now. Whole campaign like 30 minutes, my hunter, really fast? Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. I do feel like it's taking me an extraordinary amount of time to kill every single mob, but I'm probably doing it wrong. Get the Blue Night Elf Heritage set yet? I don't think... I mean, I have the Night Elf Heritage armor. But this makes me think there's something different I need to do to get it in blue, which doesn't sound like a thing I would have done. Got it last night. Pretty. From the end of the campaign. Oh! Yeah, no, I haven't done the campaign in a Night Elf yet. I suppose I might at some point. Are any of my characters Night Elves? A lot of my characters are gnomes these days. Oh, sorry. So an eclipse and then a full moon. Okay, that did do some more damage. Maybe I should just swear off of the blue button and single target, even if it's an eclipse. Okay. I definitely am not getting through the whole campaign in a half an hour. But... is there not anything more important in this room? It's a pretty room. What if my office looked like this? What if behind my... I mean, I guess I could green screen it, but what if, like, in my actual office... you had like big gnarled roots and blooms. I mean, it's hard to have plant life if it's going to be real because I have an unfair vendetta against fake plants. But also, if you have no light. And you need to have a very consistent amount of no light. Conflicting problems. Don't think the HOA would be pleased. Listen, they don't get to decide what I do inside if I owned it. They get to decide what I do outside. Kid's dentist has a huge fake treat. So cool. Yeah, there's every chance that I would be better off as guardian, but then I would have to do agi weapons, or at least it would be beneficial to do agi weapons. And I really only want to bother with int weapons. Do I not have a convoke button on that bar? I don't, actually. Are roots smelly? Are roots smelly? Dirt can be smelly. I suppose roots are implied to be adjacent to dirt. I don't know, man. Make some cool, inexpensive grow lights. The problem is lighting for camera for stream in the same room without having a lot of complicated on and off stuff. And also being able to like work without like eye glare. I had a grow light in here that was part of my arrow garden, but I had to turn it off. One, because I got bugs, but secondly, because I was getting migraines from trying to work on a computer in the same room as the thing. But the other rooms have either the dog sleeping or me sleeping. And the thing was on for so many hours in a day. It was very bright. Very, very bright. Which is good. That's how you know it's working. Balance feels like a spec where you can't really get away with making it up to the same extent you can something like a BM Hunter or a Shadow Priest. Like on a Shadow Priest, if you like put up your dots and you press a bunch of your buttons, you're going to get something done. And on a BM Hunter, if you put up your dots and you press a bunch of buttons, you're going to be like really close to the BIS rotation. But on Moonkin, it feels like if you put up your dots and you press a bunch of buttons, you're not doing it right at all, and you're missing out on like a ton of like haste and like 40% damage buffs to your spells, and it's like these are like chronically the wrong answers. Like you kind of need to, you can't really make up the rotation and just get away with questing damage the way that you can in some stuff. I think that might be my problem. Creating a WoW cave set would be so much fun. Where is the flame found? Okay, we've at least done enough for that. I'm gonna stealth and see if I can get in. It is nice having stealth. I might like this in keys if we're doing like some kind of a skip, being able to stealth just to make sure I don't like pull stuff. Kind of nice. It would help if I read my buttons, but I just have so many of them. That's a lot of buttons. Yeah, there you go. Potatoes are my spirit totem. What if you could be a Pandaren shaman and skin your totems to be like big carrots? You can be a panda shaman, I'm pretty sure. I think that's a thing. I just want totem skins that look like carrots. I don't need any of these. I have a veteran cloak. Let's try to at least get more seeds planted if we can. Totem glyphs need to be a thing now. Feel like a certain Blizzdev would make sure one Pendarn totem with a turnip. I mean, I don't know if people drop like 4 totems anymore in the little grid. I think those days might be behind us, but you could have one of each: potato, turnip, carrot, and a rutabaga. Beer kegs. I feel like totem glyphs have to be on a whiteboard somewhere. Like, they're doing so good with adding customization to other... Oh, I never even started this. They're adding so much customization to other classes, like the warlocks and their pets and the boomkins and their forms. Like, it seems like they're kind of getting around to all of those to give them more options for that sort of thing. Okay. Oh, we can get a seed really easy actually by doing the Emerald Frenzy. I mean, not that easy, but relatively easy. It would be easier if I want to like tag a bunch of stuff, but I kind of don't. I'm gonna do mostly single target. I'm scared of death. A rutabaga is like a turnip? Why did I think it was an eggplant? Do they taste like a turnip? I just know that it's a nickname that my Animal Crossing villagers call me. Please give Observer back. It's an aubergine. Oh, hi, kitty cat. I can feel her settling up on my feet. She's found the warm spot. The thing I like but never cook. Yeah, it's not every day that I buy one. I have to have like a real plan, and that's kind of out of character for me. I've definitely made eggplant dishes before. And they're usually decently yummy. But not an all the time thing. Throw it into a stew, eat as is. I want to make more things with potatoes. I was looking up different recipes that I could do for like sort of spiced potatoes, because I really like the spiced potato filling in samosas, but I don't want to actually make samosas, because anything that involves dough and wrapping is going to turn into more effort than I'm willing to admit. Don't forget sweet potatoes. Oh, I could never. They're just really annoyingly expensive. It's like multiple dollars for a single sweet potato. And that's like a hard sell for a vegetable, even if they're really, really good. Although I suppose I've made my peace with it for avocados, so I should do yams next. Oh, there we go. I got my dream seed. Good, good, good. I mostly just want to get this Dream Seed Weekly done, and then see what my item level is and probably call it for the day. I don't think I'm going to finish the campaign. I might be reaching my critical mass for how much balanced druid questing I can take in a day. It's just there isn't another druid int spec, and we certainly don't need more. I'm not even in boom conform, more druid specs. Maybe I just need to come to grips with it, like read a guide or something like that. It just feels silly to do for just questing, but I really feel like I need to. Loki Raider, thank you very much for the bits. Cannot believe the cost of avocados, so I stopped. Sometimes where I live, which is probably different from where you live, but sometimes where I live you can find them on sale. And those sale prices tend to be dramatically better than the regular price. Because you could pay like $3 for an avocado if you're just buying them off the shelf. But like if you if you can get like a grocery deal, which sometimes requires like using like the apps or their website or whatever. Sometimes I can get like 5 avocados for like $6, which is acceptable to me compared to $3 per avocado. I mean, I guess I don't need to loot the dream seeds. Thinking last night, kill for a mage healer spec. Does feel different. I just need to know enough of it to get away with questing, because I just want to be able to like do this campaign or like maybe the occasional like world quest or something. And I mean, I could do that in Resto spec, but I feel like it would be miserable trying to do it in Resto spec. Don't want to freak you out, but I'm on the island. Well, then you know. you feel the pain. Really is the nicest place in Canada. Yeah, it is. It is. Worth looting them in case a form drops. True. I think most of my grievances aren't necessarily against the grocery prices. They're against my own lack of willpower and energy to, like, execute meal planning and actually make food. I'll, like, read a recipe and I'll be like, well, I don't have any of these things. But that's because I didn't, like, read the recipe, make a list, and then buy the things. I just expect to already have everything. It's not really how it works. One more seed planted. And I have one more seed to plant. Shopping not for everyone. Thank goodness for grocery delivery. I do that more than I thought I would. I live quite close to a variety of stores, and sometimes I'll walk to them. But a lot of the time, especially if I'm getting heavy stuff, instead of like getting in my car and driving 5 minutes to a store, I would rather just give them the $10 or whatever to like pick up my groceries for me and then bring them to me. Renown 8 pop up already? Yeah. I'm Renown 20 in my main, so I get like a bunch of extra rep for doing all of this. And you get just big chunks of rep from like the weeklies and the seeds and the super bloom and the campaign as well. And then if I can do 3 more world quests, there's going to be a huge chunk from this, because 2,500, but then subject to all of the benefits that you might get, the bonuses. Pretty fast, goes pretty quick, even without any extra rep buffs. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. We got a druid form. I got a Mark of the Boreal Dream Talent, so I'm going to have to put that on before the end of the stream. Rats in the Dream Talent. Why, thank you. Dreamseed Weekly should be good too. That should help. There should be a piece of gear in that, I think. Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe it's just Seed Bloom. Another cloak? I don't want another cloak. No, thank you. I'm good. Oh well. We got 50 flight stones. And then I could buy a form, right? Yeah, so Snowy Umbral Claw or Auroral Dream Talon. I'm buying Snowy Umbral Claw because I don't think I have an Umbral Claw. Let's do that. Because it's entirely possible that I'm not going to remember to to do some stuff. Anything else I can get for all this? Crests and supplies and stuff. And yeah, redoing the renown gets you like bunches of crests and like bonus flight stones and stuff, which is nice. Dream seeds. Okie dokie, let's head back to town. Let's put on our new form, and then we can turn in aiding the Accord as well, and we can start to wrap up this shipperito. Plan one up north too. I think my greatest success of today was Barnaclus's transmog. They always substitute something weird in your groceries, though. It's true. And sometimes it's something that you are surprised that you like, that you didn't think you would like, and then sometimes it's something that you just donate. You find your nearest food hamper and you go, here you go. Assuming it's not a perishable item. Da-da-da. Explorer two-handed agi weapon. 421. Okay. I will keep that instead of the Spire. Maybe I will start doing Boomkin or Guardian Druid questing. Might be better. And then we don't need those extra cloaks. It's a little painful to get 3 cloaks when you have a bunch of stuff that's like 398 or worse, but that's okay. 414, pretty good. Oh yeah, we gotta put on our new forms. Long brown ponytail. Nah, I've just got my... It is a... like an outdoor fuzzy jacket. It's just warm. I got my fleece. It's chilly. It's winter time. So, the Umbral Claw is that. And it is adorable. It's probably not as rare as the... I mean, even the World Boss one can't be that rare. Yeah, he's got to use that. And then I think the other one was a travel form, I believe. Yeah, I got the blue Dream Talon. I love the little tiger stripes. Thought for a second he had a wig on. That would be something, wouldn't it? At least it's not just me who drowns in cloaks. Can I force ground travel form somehow? Or do I have to go to a place where I can't fly? I just want to look at it. There might be like a glyph or something. Combat? Gross. Stag form is not a button. The glyph might be called stag form. I don't have the new owl form. You can't use travel form indoors. Sunwell portal. I don't like any of these answers. Go close to the craft order vendor. Oh, okay, now we're talking. You go home. I am home! I'm trying to see my new ground travel form, but because I can fly, I can't get into it. I'm gonna go murder some innocent creature that did nothing wrong. And by murder it, I mean slowly irritate it to death with like a moonfire. There we go. Can I dance while I'm being... I can dance. The moon can equivalent of tickling. This is a little bit upsetting. This makes it look like a mascot. Like there's a person doing that. I feel like they shouldn't have this much motor skills in those arms. Yeah. 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 Fruit Loops. Yeah. Cornflakes. Yeah. Cheerios. I feel like he's selling cereal. Okay, I'm dying. Oh, man. I'm dying, but this dragonfly is not. I'm not even getting into moon conform. I don't want to. All right. We're good for the day. We've done what we set out to do. I gotta deliver a little bit more food to my puppy. I think his kitchen container is empty. I will be back on Wednesday because Sunday is my Friday night. I get 2 days off. It's gonna be something. Appreciate you guys. I hope you had a nice time. I will be back next week, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.